What is good, people? Black is More podcast. Thanks for joining us once again. Trying to spark the mind one conversation at a time, bringing you different topics that are kind of plaguing, or different issues, I should say, that are kind of going on in the black community every week. Email us, blackismore, MOOR, @gmail.com. Thanks for being with us. Say, what's up, man?
What's up?
Something new every week.
Yeah, but it's more so like a throwback. But
yeah, that's true. Shout out to the old school. Speaking of shout out to our sponsor, myfacetoday.com.
Yes, sir.
Get with them, man, if you need anything printed. They do t-shirts, coffee mugs, hats. myfacetoday.com. Check it out. They got new content on there, and they can put custom logos on things for you. And if you type in the coupon code BIM1 for Black is More 1, you get 10% off. You can't beat that, man. So check them out. myfacetoday.com.
Say what?
Big things, man. So we got 2 topics today. All of them kind of current events.
All of them.
But again, all of these relate to the black community and some things that we see. So the first topic will be kind of an unfortunate story about a 20-year-old who raped his sister-in-law or stepsister. I think it was his stepsister. Second story will be about the death of a black man who was about to graduate, named Richard Collins III. That name may sound familiar. I know that was a really popular story, so that may kind of resonate with some people. Some people might already have some traction on that. So stay tuned. That's what you got to look forward to today.
Mm-hmm.
So without further ado, man. So there was let me pull it up real quick as I'm talking, but there was a story recently that came out about a 20-year-old white male who drugged and raped his juvenile sister. His sister was 16, and I guess it was his like real sister. I'm not sure if they were like brother and sister through a marriage or something, but it just says sister in the article. But the reason we're talking about this is because of the sentence that this guy got. And, I'm kind of paraphrasing, but the judge said that he felt the embarrassment of what the 20-year-old went through was punishment enough, so he reduced the sentence greatly. I think it was 3 years, and he put it down to 8 months and probation. So, yeah, man, what do you think about that, Sue?
Another case of selective outrage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, selective outrage.
Yeah, I mean, what a surprise. I mean, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Like you sexually assault or basically rape your sister who's 16 years of age.
Yeah. Heinous
and
crime, man.
You had her drink alcohol or whatnot just so she wouldn't, so she couldn't tell who you were. And then you still tried it anyway, and she kept saying, no, don't do it.
Yeah.
He still did it. And he ends up with a slap on the wrist. I mean, how many times have black people been made an example out of whatever the case may be? This guy right here has embarrassment.
Right, yeah.
As the teacher, according to the judge.
Yeah.
Oh, he's been embarrassed enough.
Mm-hmm.
I wish black people had that chance. I wish minorities had that chance.
Right, yeah.
Only in America will a white person get away with rape. Because those other countries...
And the guy's name...
Oh, go ahead.
The guy's name is Nolan Bruder, just because I didn't say that, just in case people want to look that up on their own. But Bruder. First name Nolan, if you just want to look that up. But my bad, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, in other countries, people will kill you for raping somebody. Like, I've seen several videos in Africa where um there's in different countries of Africa, there's like videos where people rape women, and the next thing you see is nothing but people just whipping them, throwing rocks at
Yeah,
them, beating
stoning
them to
them. Yep.
death. And that is what I'm sorry, that's what those rapists deserve. They don't deserve a freaking slap on the wrist. Like, that's pretty damn sick. Just an embarrassment.
And speaking of like instances where black, like the selective outrage and all that stuff. Um, Rodman Chapman was a guy who was brought up in an allegation of robbing a store, and this just kind of relates to what you're talking about, is why I'm bringing it up.
Mm-hmm.
But they accused him of robbing this Lucky Lotto store in Rome, and he ended up getting a not guilty verdict from the jury. They decided that he wasn't guilty.
Yeah.
Because the person accusing him had a lot of holes in her story. She was like, oh, he was wearing this, and then she changed the story a lot of times. But anyway, after a not guilty verdict, the judge still gave this man 10 years in prison.
Another day in America.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Like, and it's happening so frequently that I'm not even like, I've never been surprised, I guess, but I'm just becoming mute to it, because I'm like, man,
right?
Yeah, that's what happens, and that's sad.
Now I do believe the reason why he's going to jail is because when he got arrested, it somehow violated his current probation.
Oh, okay.
Which I believe was just like 6 days away from him like actually being off of probation.
Mm-hmm.
But with that said, since he was found not guilty, that should be, voided, shouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he deserves 10 years.
Right.
I mean,
he doesn't deserve any time, because he was only arrested because he was wrongly accused of robbing a place. So therefore, they should erase that. But
yeah,
we like you said, we've become so numb,
right,
that it's like 2 + 2. We all know that equals 4.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. It's really that simple. Another case of selective outrage. I was telling you the other day about a girl from Oxford, 24-year-old. Her name was like Lavinia Woodard, and she met a guy on Tinder.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what the heck happened. She stabbed him with a butter knife, threw a laptop at him, and something else at a restaurant. And she got arrested. Good thing, supposedly.
Yeah, for assault.
But then the judge said, "Hey, I'm gonna hold off on this trial. I'm gonna let you go back to school. The school is accepting her. The school is saying that she's so bright and she's so brilliant, and the judge is agreeing and saying, well, since she's so bright, I feel like this is enough embarrassment. I don't think that she deserves this, because this can actually affect her career. So therefore, we're just gonna keep it that simple." Like, how? Like, a black person has never heard that before. Oh, right. Your future's so bright. So you know what? I'm not gonna lock you up for this. This will mess up your record. Boy, you know how many brilliant minorities are in prison? With all that time that they get to read and come up with ideas and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like let's just sit down for a second and think. If someone's a drug dealer, right?
Mm-hmm.
They actually, and I'm not saying selling drugs is cool or a good thing to do, but if you run a drug dealing operation, don't you think you have to have some type of intelligence to do that?
Yeah. Gotta have something.
Like, exactly. Like, especially when you got these kingpins and stuff like that. Like, you have to be clever. You have to come up with different ways. You have to know who to hire, who not to hire. You have to know when to fire somebody, or else they could mess up your operation.
Yeah.
Hello, these
They're just
people.
using the skills in a different way, but
Right,
absolutely.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, these people are brilliant. They're brilliant as well.
Yeah.
But since she goes to school at a Christian Oxford type school, she's labeled as bright. Her future's bright. Another case of selective outrage. Like, it's just ridiculous, man. Just ridiculous.
Yeah. I want, like, if you're listening, I want you to just do me a favor. Find me one case, and I think I was saying this to you the other day too. Find me one instance, any time frame. Don't care what country, when. It could be in the damn 1800. I don't care. Find me one case of a black person committing a crime and then them getting a sentence that was a lot less than, the public opinion expected. I don't feel like that's ever happened. I've never heard of a black man, robbing a bank and then the judge saying, "Oh, well, I feel like the embarrassment that he caused to his family." Never heard it. I want somebody to find me one.
You never will.
I mean, I feel like that always happens with, the people in the privileged position.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that guy from Stanford, man. The one who raped the girl and only got 3 months. Yeah, Brock, whatever his last.
Brock Turner, I believe.
That dummy.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, because his dad was friends with the judge or something like that.
Dad, the judge went to Stanford just like he did, and stupid.
Yeah, connection. It's
guess,
amazing. Man. Yeah, it'll make you hate yourself if you're not that strong minded. Stuff like that would make you hate yourself. As you know, white people don't understand how frustrating it is sometimes to just be a minority, but looked at as not even worth a life. Like, that's what we're experiencing right now. Whether it's a race soldier, aka a policeman, who's wrongfully shooting an innocent black person or just a minority. Then you have people coming up to you saying hateful slurs and stuff like that. It's just, I don't think white people understand when they say certain things as far as, oh, everybody's treated equal. Oh, it's America. When you're that passive about stuff, like, you look like a fucking, shithead to me. Like, when people say that, I look at them and say, you're what's wrong with America. Because if you think that America's peachy and it's perfect, and this is the country I love because there's no better place, think again.
Yeah.
If you think this is the greatest thing ever, you are definitely one of those victims of propaganda. But, yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, we've been seeing a lot of that, man. It's just, I don't know. It's sad that we've become so
immune to
desensitized to it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So next topic here, really sad story, man. This guy, Richard Collins III, was a black student at what university? Bowie State University, in Maryland. And so he was, good student from what I'm seeing. Was actually about to be or I think he was commissioned, and he was about to start, working for the Army as a second lieutenant. And
right.
I guess he did ROTC throughout college and stuff. And so yeah, he was graduating or about to graduate, with this class of 2017 and all that stuff. And I guess one night he was out with some friends, and they were at a bus stop, and a white student named, let me get his name, I just saw it right here, Sean Urbanski, who is a part of was a part of a white supremacist, white nationalist Facebook group called the Alt-Right Nation. And the Alt-Right is something that maybe I'll kind of inform people of, what that actually is as we kind of discuss this. But anyway, it's kind of a white supremacist type group. So this guy Sean Urbanski encountered Richard Collins, at the bus stop, and he was trying to walk. I guess he kind of walked up on him, and he told Richard like, "Hey man, you need to move to the side if you know what's good for you." And Richard was like, "No, I'm not moving." He just kind of stood his ground. I was like, "No, I'm not. No, why?"
Right.
And so Urbanski stabbed and murdered this dude and ran off. So again, very sad story. But this is happening, man. Like,
Right.
I don't know. I'm gonna let you comment because I got some thoughts on just that the group and all that stuff. But yeah, man, I know you brought this thing to my attention. So
yeah, I mean, so the guy, the murderer, he was a part of a hate group.
Yep.
And like you said, Richard Collins said no when he said get out the way, and he proceeded to stab him.
Yep.
Whenever someone, and I saw an article about how they were basically calling this death a lynching, and I didn't read
right
into detail exactly what they were saying, but my thing is, if you're part of a hate group and you kill innocent black people, that is a modern day lynching.
Yep.
Like, there's nothing else to talk about. Don't tell me, oh, well, he didn't get hung, so it's not a lynching. No, he did this in the name or whatever that hate group is. He did it for that. And for people who are part of hate groups, those people literally don't like themselves. They don't love themselves. And they really feel as though black people or minorities are the ones that's taking jobs and stuff from them when they when they really fail to see what really is going on. Shout out to all those dumbasses that voted for Trump and see that all of their food stamps and shit has been taken away from them. And all the medical care has been taken away from them. Because you thought that since this guy put, let's make
America great again,
you thought that this was going to go back to the 1950s where you saw a lot of poor black people. Times have changed. The reason why a lot of white people that are white supremacists don't like black people, they don't like how we've adapted. As much as we have terrible viewings of one another when it comes to black people have done great in comparison to what we've been through.
Right.
And I don't want a damn pat on the back, but at the same time, I do understand that it pisses people off, the white supremacists off, when they see a well done black person, a well done, educated, knows their rights and stuff. That's the reason why Black Panthers were so dangerous, because they were so educated and they knew their laws. And for this man Richard Collins III to die just a few days away from his graduation,
that's sad.
It's so tragic. And whatever happens to that guy, he's going to get fucked up.
Yeah.
And one thing I don't like, and you can call me a bad person, I don't like how nobody really did anything to George Zimmerman when that happened. Because back in the day, if a black person was accused of rape, just accused, we have what Emmett Till was accused of raping or whatever,
whistling,
by just whistling.
Yeah, whistling at a woman.
Just whistling.
Yep.
And he got
murdered.
Yeah. So when you think of stuff like that and where we've come, black people are so nice these days. I will continue to say that. As many times as you see on the news or movies on how we are portrayed, you will never hear about black people attacking a white person who attacked their own. You will never hear about that.
Now I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you think that the reason that is because people are afraid to go to jail and suffer the consequences? Or do you think it's because people are just not trying to, protect their own or stand up for their own, as you kind of alluding to there?
I'm not going to necessarily answer your question. I'm going to just say a statement, and that will possibly give you an idea.
Yeah.
So I'm going to mention gangsters, right? So gangsters kill each other supposedly, and gangsters kill innocent people at times. They may not even try to kill innocent people, but bullets don't have names on them. So therefore, stray bullets and stuff like that, it happens. Innocent people die. Now, if gangsters were so hard, why the hell wouldn't they, why the hell would they not police their own neighborhood? Why the hell would they be so afraid when cops come? Why do they run away? Like, why? How can you be so tough, but you're scared of a cop? Like, I'm not trying to cite a riot or anything, but my thing is, if you're that hard, why are you afraid of one man when it's five of y'all pulling up with the whoop whoop? Why?
Yeah.
It pisses me off to where, you'll kill each other, you'll hate somebody just because they're wearing a different color, but then when something happens to one of our people in the community and it's done in a hateful crime, that's when I need y'all to be gangsters the most.
Yeah, and be upset. Yeah.
That's when I need y'all to pull up on him and beat his ass. Like, seriously, there's no reason, because if a black man were to rape a white person and get away with it, or murder a white person and get away with it, I guarantee you that black person would at least get jumped, would get a beating by a group of white people. I guarantee you. And back in the day, if someone were to, let's say a black man were to get off, right?
Yeah.
I guarantee you there was always a time where a random black person would get jumped just because another black person got off.
Right.
Like I said way back, black people have no code. The code is to stick to your own. You supposed to support your own regardless. That's what white people do. I'm not mad at white people for looking out for each other. I'm mad that black people don't do the same. Because yes, it's mad. I mean, yes, it's bad that white people in high positions look out for other white people. But at the same time, it's not going to change. So you have to accept that. And black people need to be more selfish than ever when it comes to certain shit. Like, I don't call everything racist that white people do. White people keep everything within, their community, and they like it that way, which is cool. But black people are the only ones that really like to venture out and be accepted by a group of people that don't even want them.
Yeah.
So at the same time, I need black people to code up. That's all.
And I was gonna say, like, I feel like I've seen, examples of, like unity in communities of color, whether that be Hispanic, Black, but I guess the majority, are, that's not really the feel that we get. I have these, small examples of like, yeah, okay, these black people are, sticking together and they, they're uniting, and there's been examples of that, in history, but I guess like today, that's not really the feel that we get.
No, it's not.
And just to give people some more context on the outright thing real quick. So, and you mentioned it, President Trump. So the Facebook group that the guy was a part of, right? And I don't think it was like a direct stem of it or anything, but there's something that we may have mentioned it here on the show before called the alt-right movement. And what that stands for is alternative right. So like right wing, conservative, and these people are just really hardcore. Like they're just kind of even past the the extreme conservatives that we have like in our political system and whatnot. But so alt-right movement. One of President Trump's I think actually his chief strategist, Steve Bannon, who was a very controversial pick, used to, before he went into politics and start, helping the Trump campaign and all that stuff, he used to run a website called the BrettWright or BrettWright.com, and their purpose was to promote the alt-right movement.
Mm-hmm.
So these things tie together.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is the second time. Then the guy in New York who stabbed the homeless black guy, wasn't he like some kind of white supremacist? I don't know if he was a part of some group.
Yeah,
he was identified as a white
member.
Okay, yeah. I mean, so
yeah,
I don't understand. Like, I don't. Again, man, we said this before. They shut down the Black Panthers. The Black Panthers ain't killed no damn body, ever.
Right.
I mean, I don't see the government trying to rush into these people's organization and shut them down. That's not a coincidence, man. Nope. That is definitely not a coincidence. So, right. Again, these things tie together, man. Like, in that alt-right stuff, I've been seeing that crap a lot lately. A whole lot. Yeah. So, be aware, man.
Yeah.
Be aware.
It's pretty ugly. And for people who don't understand why there was a number of black people who just downright thought the whole Trump campaign or the whole Trump administration was just terrible. That's the reason why. Because, the guy Bannon, he's a known white supremacist. Right. So when Trump appointed him, everybody's like, dude, you really showing your true colors.
Right.
And I could care less what the fuck you thought when it comes to Trump. Oh, well, he said he would do this, so this is why I voted for him. When it comes to the man, Donald Trump, he is part of white supremacy. So black people won't fuck with him.
Yeah.
Point blank.
And I think you can look at situations in society too. Mm-hmm. Like, because I feel like I've seen like 3 or 4 new videos this week of just, white people in the community who are just encountering minorities and they just like cursing them out just because they're there, right. Just because they exist. Right. Like I video of a Hispanic guy at the airport. He was speaking Spanish on the phone, and white dude throwing trash at him and calling him a spick and all this crap. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of videos. So people are, like you said, it's just kind of showing people's true colors. So.
Yeah, and those people, you could tell that they aren't the happiest people in life. You could tell something's wrong with them. Right, yeah. Like, their life is pretty fucking shitty. For you to walk up to random people and tell them to go back to their country. Yeah. First of all, motherfucker, your ancestors were immigrants, okay? Mm-hmm. Let's get it right. For the white people who are white supremacists, your ancestors were immigrants as well. Mm-hmm. Just because you were born on American soil, right? Someone should have told your ancestors to get the fuck out this country, because guess what? This isn't your country. For the Aborigines and for all the Moors that were already here, in which your boy Christopher Columbus came on a boat with nothing but Moors that were captains that showed him, hey, we've been here before. Let us talk to the people that's already here. They're the ones that got your boy, so-called Christopher Columbus, in contact with the people so they could communicate. So let's not, try to act like, oh, this is our country. No, the fuck it isn't, okay? Just because you put a stamp on something and call it yours doesn't mean it's actually yours, okay? But yeah, for those white supremacists that really believe that they're so better, my thing, and it's really simple. You're shopping at Walmart, okay? A Hispanic person is shopping at Walmart as well. How the fuck are you better when you're shopping at a place where someone else can shop with you? Like, if you were so better, go to a fucking place that was actually, a place that was so superior that only white supremacists can go to. But your ass is shopping at fucking Walmart. So you're not fucking superior. So I don't know, just That shit just doesn't fucking make sense.
Really, really good point. I mean, like we said, we just kind of been seeing a lot of those things happening lately, which is unfortunate. But you know, it's just it's kind of the way of the world right now. And with the new leadership that we have in the White House and things like that, I don't know. I'm not saying that people who supported President Trump are all like that or anything like that. But I've just seen an increase in the amount of people who are just being really vocal and putting themselves out there and just saying like, hey, I'm cool with being a racist and I'm just gonna be it like right here in your face. It used to be something that people just kind of kept under the wrap. So I don't know. You can have your own opinions about that, but hey, I want people to email us on this one or comment because I feel like a lot of people are gonna have a lot of opinions, especially about that last section. So we want to get y'all's thoughts. I don't want to just leave it to us to decide this topic. We always just want to start the conversation, but yeah, man. Thanks for joining us once again. Man. You got anything you wanna say before we leave, man?
As always, our perceptions are reality, and
that's right.
Shout out to the people with the audacity to talk that crap. But
yeah, cool.
I love you guys.
All right, yeah. Hey, hit us up, man. Email us. Please share the video. If you've shared the video in the past, that's been awesome. Thank you for doing that. Hopefully we keep the support rolling and just kind of try and do bigger and better things. Let us know what you think. Black is More. We will get with y'all next week. We are out.